And do you guys feel, this is a question for three, because I as a musician, what do you get from it? Do you feel like there's purpose in playing music, or is it just a passion or something you just love? Like, what is it exactly? Rob, start. I want to hear it.
I mean, I play a lot of piano, so it's hard to play drums by yourself for more than like 30 minutes. You know, it gets a little weird. You know, you just
Loud.
you just want the other guys in the room. You know, so I'll move to the piano. That I can do forever, and it's like it's healing. You know, it's just healing the tones, and it makes you feel good. I mean, music, listening to it, playing it.
Yeah,
it's the same. The people that don't play and they listen, it's the same thing being a musician. It's a little bit different, but I think it's the same tone. You know, just that it just makes you feel filled up. You know,
Brett,
use my mic.
Yeah, I feel.
Jesus, he's my bass.
Yeah. I think it's just that one of those few things in the world that allows you to shut the world out. You know, it's for me at least. It's when you're playing a 3-minute song or whatever it is, or sometimes just listening to music. But when you're playing, I don't know if it's because you're using all your brain, focusing on the guitar and the singing or whatever it is, but the world, as you know, it just goes away. You're not thinking about anything else. You know, even if sometimes if you're sick or whatever, you can still play and have that couple minutes where nothing exists except the feeling, like Rob said, of that, you know.
I agree.
So it's really fun. And then the song's over and then you're like, let's start another one quick.
Do you ever play while you're playing, like you're playing a song, just say you're by yourself, and then all of a sudden you're listening to what yourself's doing, but you don't want to be taken away from it to distract you, but yet the act of just listening to what you're doing can sort of make you go into a different mode or something? Like, you know, it's not like, I'm you know, just the tones of the guitar. Does that ever distract you?
I have a problem where I'm playing and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is good, and then I fuck it up completely.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. You become a
Just
fan of yourself,
stop
and then that's
thinking
it.
it's good. Just keep being.
Yeah. How do you do that?
I don't know.
Like, do that ever happen in acting when you have like they call it like a happening when something?
Oh yeah, very
like,
rare.
It's
no, it is. You know what I'm
what I-
talking about? When you actually feel like,
it's not planned. It's just oh my god.
oh my
this
god.
Is
But if that happened all the time, I'd be Hopkins.
right.
You know, so it's something that I wish happened all the time. But when
Yeah.
it does happen, it's like, oh man, this is cool. And you know, it's sort of ephemeral. You know, it's just like it is what it is.
Those
But
are the moments.
those
I
are the
think.
moments, yeah.
It happens in music too, and I know it. I think in acting maybe it's like improvisation or something. But I'm not talking about jazz or anything. But it does to me. It happens in music. For me, maybe it's easier because I'm listening and sitting, and like sometimes I'll get carried away listening to like something like Glimmer, like Brett sings that,
Yeah.
and even Dylan Street because the lyrics. And it gets me a little sad. I listen to that. I sort of get taken away.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, like Keanu said, like, oh shit. Or Brett said that, don't go off the train.
right, especially when you're playing in front
Yeah,
of people. Like
yeah.
you can do that if you get into. You don't
Yeah.
almost want to be more robotic.
How do you stay that fine line? Like, I
Yeah.
got to be pro, but I want to have it happening, but then I don't want to go off the train and like go off into some.
I think it just.
Yeah.
Kenna, what do you think
About what?
about like why do you do music? Why do you play music? Honestly, like what is it?
It's fun.
Does it take you away from like everything else?
Certainly, yeah. I'm so much about music. Yeah, I love being transported, listening to music, and I love writing songs. I love the creative aspect of it, the sense of play. I love when you connect, when the three of us connect, finding something. Oh, we like that, and building it, in the journey of it becoming a song, and I love that moment. I love the fraternity of the band. That I love playing live. That's good, clean fun. But yeah, I mean, music is manna from heaven, right? It sustains us. It helps us share with each other. It helps us commune.
Yeah. I always think about that. I always think like music to me is, I don't know what I would do without it. There's a lot of things you could do without. Obviously you have to eat. But like music, there's always something in my head. There's always something I'm humming, I'm singing, I crave for, you know, and it's just like, and if it's not there, it feels like it's missing. Did you guys find that like, maybe that's what brought you back? You know, it was sort of that missing each other, missing the music, missing all these things, these elements that deep down you knew you really loved.
Yeah, and for me personally, yes, missed it, but also can only get that playing with Robert and Brett. Like that was the one thing that was unique. Like, yeah,
The chemistry aspect.
yeah, the chemistry.
The chemistry of this
aspect.
band is very strong.